So, full disclosure here, I was digging for content today, and I went to the Daily Wire's YouTube channel, as I do, to see what do they got on the menu? What's happening? Last time we checked in, they came up with that really weird "It's norming in America" video for seemingly no reason. That's weird, right? And so I checked back in, and needless to say, the Daily Wire YouTube channel does not, in fact, instill in me the idea that they're doing okay. We've got Don Jr. at Trump Tower. My father's still got it. And 10 years of Trump. Eric Trump reflects. And then we've got, I'm sorry, it's just like they couldn't think of anything else to name it. That's how that comes across. Which Daily Wire host knows the most American trivia? Wow, riveting stuff. Journey to the UFC Joe Pfeiffer trailer. All right, and then we've got Trump saved college sports with, I want to say this guy looks like Dane Cook, but I genuinely, I don't know. He looks like the most boring person on the planet, is what I'm trying to get at. And then, hey, let's listen to Michael Knowles talk about World War II history. I'm sure it won't be biased at all. And then we inexplicably, in the middle here, have an ad for Jeremy's Razors. Now, I find this particularly weird because Jeremy in Jeremy's Razors is supposed to be Jeremy Boring, the former guy who ran the company, who is no longer at the company. So I'm curious how they're going to keep this brand going, because he's been featured heavily in all of the advertising for these subpar razors. And figured we'd take a look, okay?
You think I stay in my cave because I'm the abominable snowman? No, I do it because I'm conservative, and liberals are freaking annoying.
Check your white fur privilege, you fascist!
They used to call me Snowman, then I misgendered a dude at the gym, and now I'm abominable? I'm done living like a myth. That's why I like Jeremy's Razors, the politically incorrect razor for men. Like me, Jeremy's Razors are legendary, equipped with 5 barber-grade blades and a moisturizing aloe strip. It's sharp enough for my thick, beastly scruff, yet smooth enough for my icicles. Speaking of big balls, Jeremy's Razors doesn't silence their conservative.
We don't silence our conservative values. That's why I was able to talk about my testicles a second ago.
Values. They shout them from the rooftops.
There are only 2 genders! Actually, I personally have 8 genders. First, I'm a cat.
Some people think I'm a myth. I've heard myths about humans too. Like you think masculinity is toxic and your men dress up like women and beat your daughters in sports? Oh wait, huh? You do that? And people call me a monster. As a hair.
Literally all they've got is the one joke. All they've got is like AI and like basic bitch transphobia. Like I'm sorry, just trying to put myself in the mindset of a conservative. Like, this is what you want? You want your commercials to like suck your dick like this? This is crazy.
Beasts, I've tried a lot of human razors. Most of them either snap or they treat you like crap.
Masculinity is toxic. Men are the problem. Everything.
Which, by the way, that's not what toxic masculinity means. I feel like I shouldn't have to point this out, but I'm realizing a lot of people have no idea what toxic masculinity means. And it doesn't mean that masculinity itself is toxic. It just means that there are certain behaviors in what people traditionally associate with masculinity that can in fact hurt men and hurt women. You know, like the idea that like men shouldn't cry. Real men don't cry. Well, it's actually pretty unhealthy to force yourself to not cry. Like, if you need to cry, you should cry. That's healthy. And when you repress all that stuff, it fucks you up. That fuck up is what we are talking about when we're talking about toxic masculinity. That pressure on men to behave in certain ways that is unhealthy. But there is also totally fine masculinity. Seems pretty obvious, but people need it spelled out.
It's your fault!
So buy our razor today.
Jeremy's Razors offers a world-class shave without the shame. And for every Jeremy's Razor sold, a liberal loses a pronoun. So if you pee standing up...
How does that make sense? I understand it's supposed to be like a joke, but like literally all that this commercial has is bigotry. It's kind of insane.
You know what Edmund Hillary did for the 4 years after submitting Everest? Searched the Himalayas to find a Yeti just so he could prove they didn't exist.
Is that true? Like, that does seem like the kind of thing, like, I feel like at that time they were sending, like, expeditions or thinking about sending expeditions to, like, the Hollow Earth, because they just didn't know, you know? But thank you for the 3 gifted tier 1 subsocket, Tanuki. Very much appreciated.
Subscribe to Jeremy's Race.
But, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all just, like, trans people, haha, and then I'm grilling LGBT, lamb chops, ground beef brisket. Come on, guys.
Be shipped right to your man cave every month. Hundreds of thousands of abominable beasts agree. Jeremy's Razors gives you barber-grade blades in the palm of your hand.
Smoothest shave of my life. Should have switched from Gillette sooner.
1 star! My wife's boyfriend was not satisfied!
And neither is your wife, Keith.
Hey!
The world needs more abominable men, so stop living like a myth. It's time to shave like a legend. Subscribe to Jeremy's Razors now. Jeremy's Razors. Don't tame the beast, just shave
it. This is what would happen if you let 4chan make a commercial, Somniostatic, you're right. I bet they typed in how to make a commercial, Grok. Just had Grok like lay it out for him. Shaving the beast sounds like innuendo. I mean, he did talk earlier about shaving his ball sack. So, you know, like it happens.
This is all about a makeover so bland and uninspired you know only straight men were involved.
Also, Ivory Valentine, thank you for the $5 dono. And you're absolutely right. And I just want to throw out there my theory of how this commercial happened.
You know what a Yeti, an animal who lives in sub-freezing temps, would never need? A razor. A shaving Yeti is about as common as a rational conservative.
Well, so my thought is you have probably a bunch of 40-year-old like men sitting around, right? In like the advertising suite for like the Daily Wire, right? And all I can really think of is the fact that they were like, okay, guys, we need to sit down and think of a really successful ad campaign. We don't have Jeremy Boring, the incredible talent that was Jeremy Boring. We don't have him anymore. So what can we do to really recapture the Razor base? And then one of them is like, hey, wait a minute. Do any of you remember the goddamn cavemen?
4chan would make more effort to be nuanced and actually funny about their bigotry. Even they cringe at this shite.
I mean, it is so patronizing that it feels cringy, right? Also, thank you for the $5 dono. But if you guys don't remember, if you're not old enough to remember, here are the original commercials that made Geico really famous, right? It's the Geico caveman commercials.
It's so easy to use Geico.com, a caveman could do it.
What?
Oh, no,
Not cool.
I did not know you were there. I can change.
Jeremy's Razors. Razors for men who don't wipe or wash their asses because it's gay and they're terrified they might be gay.
Oh, I mean, it's 100% that, right? Like, you have a bunch of people who are like, yeah, remember those cavemen commercials? Let's do something legally distinct, but exactly like that. And, you know, like, make it transphobic. You know, we need to make sure we have this commercial idea, but, you know, make it for razors and, you know, for conservatives. And what that means by for conservatives, it means make it clear that they hate LGBTQ people.
Everywhere I go, there's always something to remind me of another place in time.
Like, I mean, you know what's kind of fun? No, what's funny about that commercial? They have one joke. They have the one joke. It's humorous and unexpected, especially at the time. And then it doesn't consist of the caveman staring into the screen and going, I love abortion rights, and also I want to make gay marriage legal. Like, it doesn't have any of that political messaging in it. Honestly, it'd be kind of better maybe if it did, because at least then the Geico Caveman would be on the right side of history. We're watching you, Geico Caveman. We all remember the canceled 1 season long Geico Caveman sitcom that you inexplicably made. We all remember it. I just thought it was weird. I just thought it's such a lazy effort to advertise their razors. It's just like, haha, the people we don't like have limp dicks and are cucks and they're gay. Like, that's it. That's all you got. It also sort of humanizes cavemen, right? If burial sites of prehistoric cavemen or anything to buy prehistoric people would be cleaner than these chuds, oh, absolutely. Okay, anyway, I just thought that was fun. Daily Wire's really going down the shitter. This is their official trailer for the secret Vatican files of World War II, right?
I want to tell you.
It starts just mid, like, Michael Knowles saying a sentence. They couldn't even be bothered to shoot like an actual promo for this.
About an exciting new project that I am working on. I'm pleased to announce a brand new original docuseries coming to Daily Wire Plus from your favorite podcast host to give you the very first look. It is titled The Pope and the Fuhrer, The Secret.
When you say why is he wearing that, I assume you're referring to a denim jacket over like a button-up collared shirt. The answer is I don't know, but look, all I'm saying is he's not beating the secret homosexual allegations.
Not only can you take a load, you can take the ultimate load.
Vatican Files of World War II. Yes, the title is as provocative as the truth it uncovers. For decades, Pope Pius XII, one of the great men of the 20th century.
Look, I bet you guys so much money that in like the Daily Wire offices, Michael Knowles is considered the fashionable one. You know, like I bet you so much money he's considered like the fashion dork in like these conservative circles. Of course I see it, Jazz Dog. Of course I see it.
Has been maligned. He has been slandered. He has been condemned for his supposed silence during World War II and the Nazi atrocities. And this has always been wrong.
Also, Michael Knowles must really hate the new Pope.
And we are Pope Pius XII respecters on this show, and you should be too. Now, though, with unprecedented access to the Vatican's wartime archives, we uncover what really happened and why history may have gotten it all wrong. The series premieres Wednesday, August 13th, exclusively on Daily Wire Plus. Here's your first look. History is written by the victors. But what if the victors got it wrong? For 80 years,
I do wonder how much of this is going to be World War II revisionism. Like there is a part of me where I'm like, all right, how much of this is going to be like Hitler actually had a few good ideas, but he misstepped by taking them outside of Germany? Like, how much of this is going to be like that Candace Owens gaffe from a few years ago?
The world has condemned one man as the Pope of Silence, the man who stood by in the face of shocking evil. But can we trust?
Is this going to be another shaving video? No, I don't think so.
Popular narrative, even after all these years? This is not just a story about Hitler and the Holocaust. One of the worst lies ever told about the Catholic Church is what she did or did not do in one of modernity's darkest hours. Now, for the first time, the Vatican's secret archive is open, and the truth is far more shocking than the fiction.
I mean, literally all my mind can go to is how many children were abused during that time. You were granted unprecedented access to the World War II archives. Were you granted unprecedented access to like the priest shuffling game to avoid sexual abuse allegations? Were you given access to those archives?
Propagandists have peddled one story for decades, but now we can definitively know better.
History is written by the victors. That's why this history of Latveria is written by a Dr. Doom.
Sake Tanuki, thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs.
Join me in this 4-part series where we will discover the true story of Pope Pius XII, Hitler, and the Second World War.
Yeah, is it going to be that the Pope was like, now Hitler, don't you go doing concentration camps. And Hitler was like, I won't. Now Hitler, don't you invade Czechoslovakia. Don't you do that. I won't. Like, is it just a bunch of like letters like that? Because I feel like that's the extent of like the evidence you're gonna get. Yeah, this is conservative national treasure equivalent. There are some secret letters from the Pope on the back of the original version of Mein Kampf. We have to steal it. It's the only way we can exonerate the Pope from World War II. But be careful. A bunch of liberals are going to be after us because they don't want us to get the first version of Mein Kampf. They think it belongs in a museum. Those blue-haired soy boys. What's a Hitler to do? I don't even know if that will be included in the segment, but man, I hope so. There we go. We did it.
Riverboat Jack is coming to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube and swishy streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, Bane, and plenty more. Your sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord.